Hello and welcome to Season 5 of our South Shields series. Our first season here in League One, we will be taking on Burton in the opening game of the season. Burton, managed by Ryan Giggs, I see here, so that'll be a good test for me as a manager. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and check out our new players and players that have left the team. So we do have 3 new signings that have joined the team. Starting off with Aaron Caldbeck, who joins us from Boston United for $10,000. Aaron is a young 18-year-old center back, and he is starting at center back today for us as well. He is one of our first choices alongside of Zuma. Aaron looks to have some good qualities, and he has good potential as well, so hopefully he will be solid for us. Next up, we have a free transfer, Adam Good from Chelsea, another young midfielder that we have gotten from Chelsea. Adam Good has some very good green stats here. Very good physicals for this level and good mental stats. Technicals might be his weakest category, but he has green stats in all the right categories there for the role he will be playing. Valued at $245,000, so he is highly rated by the value system as well. Adam does start for us today as well. And next up we have Dan Woodman, who joins us on a free transfer after being let go from Liverpool. Dan Woodman is a young American attacking midfielder. He has some very good physical and mental stats as well. So hopefully we will have some good games from Dan Woodman this year. Players that have left the club. Harry Green leaves us on a free transfer. He goes to Sligo Rovers. Harry was not going to be getting any game time for us anymore. He was out on loan last season and just isn't up to our standards anymore. Good luck to Harry in the future. Marcus Sheldon also is out on loan this season. He would have been the third choice striker, so we let him go out on loan. He is loaned out to Turquoise for this season. They are in the National League South. And if we go here to released players, we have released a handful of players. Christian Pierce was on trial with us when he retired, so we can ignore that. But Jake Barrett has been released, currently a free agent. Barrett made 99 appearances for the club. He was solid for us when we were down in the National League North and throughout the National League. Once we made it to the Football League, he was not quite up to standards. Hopefully he gets picked up by a club, as he still has plenty of years left in his career, and we would hate to see him retire. Next up, Jack Robinson, our left back that we had signed from Middlesbrough, was with us for 3 years, making 40 appearances for the club. Jake was a solid backup for us. Harrison Devine leaves the club as well. He was a very good player for us when he first joined the club, but injuries cut short his time, and while he was injured, he got replaced. Harrison was with us for 4 years, making 56 appearances and getting 9 goals for us as well. He would be a very good player down in the National League level as well. Hopefully he will get picked up soon. And last but not least, Alex Kenyon leaves the club after 3 seasons, making 65 appearances and getting 7 goals. He was 31 years old and on the decline of his career, simply not worth the money. Plus, he would be a backup now, so he was not signed for another contract with us. So good luck to all those players in their future endeavors. Switching over to our preseason schedule, you can see here that we started off the preseason with some very tough games and some tough losses along the way. First up, we took on Tottenham, and we were on television for that game, so boosting our money as much as we can in the preseason. We unfortunately got smacked down with a 5-0 defeat to Tottenham. Next up, we took on Newcastle, who are in the Premier League as well. We put up a better fight, but we unfortunately lost 3-0 against Newcastle. Then we took on Field away from home, and we lost 1-3 against them. They are a National League North team, so that was a very, very frustrating game to lose against an opponent at that level compared to us. We took on Derby County, who are a championship team, a narrow 1-2 defeat against them, thanks to a late goal in the 82nd minute from Luke Thomas. Sees Derby County get the 2-1 victory over us. Next up, we took on St. Albans away. We got our first point of the preseason, a 1-1 draw against them. They are a lower league team as well in the National League South. And finally, we get on some victories in the preseason. We had an impressive 5-0 victory over Chesterfield, who are a National League team. They are still down there. They haven't bounced up to League 2 quite yet, but still a 5-0 victory over them sees us treading in the right direction. Followed that up with a 3-0 victory over Harrow, away from home as well. They are in a non-playable league at this point in time. And then we had a 0-0 draw home against Mansfield. They are a League 1 team, so good to see how we face against competition in our own league. And then our last game of preseason sees us get a 3-0 victory over Dalbeattie Star, who is a lower league team from Scotland. So let's switch over to our team view for today. In case you didn't see in the preseason, we do have Carlo Poveda joining us on loan again for this season. Changes in our starting lineup. We have, as mentioned, called Beck, Good, and Woodman all in the starting positions. Mile Judge takes over the starting right back position. I was looking to sign a right back, but have not been able to find a good replacement yet for Justin Wilkinson. Hopefully we can get that sorted out here in the first couple weeks of the season. But this is our team that we will be taking on Burton today. Let's just switch over here to League 1 and see how we are predicted to get on this season. We are projected to finish bottom of the table and be relegated back down to League 2. I definitely think this will be a bit of a struggle this year. I think we'll have enough to avoid relegation, but I'm not super optimistic about a strong season with the team we have right now. That could change if we're able to get some better signings in here the next couple weeks, as we're still able to sign free transfers. Plus, if we had the money, we could buy players at this stage as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into our first ever game in League 1 history. We are away at Burton. Let's get a victory here today or snatch some points, and we will leave happy. We are underway. Come on, you Mariners. The highlight is still going. Poveda with the ball. He was looking for our player in the middle. I think it was Gutteridge. But we have the ball back. Poveda plays it over to Judge. Back into Poveda. Inside the Charles. Over to Judd. Into Charles. Up to Woodman, who finds Gutteridge. Can he find Good making the run? No, he plays it over to Poveda, who plays it out to Booth on the left. He looks for the cross to Gutteridge. It gets cleared out. Charles has a shot. It falls back to Booth, who fires it home for our first goal of the season. What a fantastic goal that was. I thought the chance had gone here once Gutteridge was able to get that ball, but it falls to Booth, and he takes that opportunity extremely well, fires it home. We have an early goal lead. Fantastic stuff from us early on. Adam Good picks up an early yellow card as well. Hopefully he doesn't do anything silly. But we have the ball once again. Judd is making a run up, and he finds Woodman, who gets a goal on his debut. What a fantastic run by Judd. He picks out Woodman, making a good run inside the middle as well. And a great finish from Woodman on his debut. Left the keeper stranded. No chance for him there. Beautiful start to our season. I definitely was not expecting this, but I will graciously accept that. Can we get a third? Ooh, Burton were looking to strike back, but they fire just over, and we survive that chance. And now the Mariners are back on the ball. Charles with it in the middle, plays it out to Judd. Can he whip in across? He does. It gets cleared out. Charles has an effort from long range, but it is out for a goal kick. But we are putting on the pressure once again. Charles in the middle has a long shot, and that one was challenging the keeper. He was worried about it, but it is just over the bar there. And once again, we have the ball. And in their final third, we're probing for another opening here. Booth with it on the left, over to Good. Inside to Charles, out to Woodman, who gets it on the second opportunity. His second goal of the game. I don't believe what I am witnessing now. Woodman has an initial shot that gets blocked. Falls back to Woodman, and he banks it in off the post. Dribbles past the keeper. We have 3 goals inside of 30 minutes. Unbelievable opening start of the season. And we're just going to tell Good to ease off the tackles. We don't want to have anything silly cost us the game now. That would be extremely annoying. And I see Barry Carter has picked up an injury. So we're going to tell our team to do some hard challenges on him, because we are trying to stamp our authority in this league. And we have won the ball back. Can we possibly get a 4th goal this half? That would be something else. Judd has the ball, plays it up. We're looking for a run there from Wagstaff, but our striker or midfielder stopped making the run. But we have won the ball back once again. Poveda with it, plays it over to Wagstaff, and I think that's an own goal. It is. Jamie Sterry puts it in. An unbelievable own goal. I don't believe what we just saw here. Poveda was looking for Wagstaff, and Sterry gets that one all wrong and puts it past his keeper somehow. And that is our 4th goal of the game, and we're not even at halftime. So maybe this season will end up being a good season for us. Because I was not expecting this at all. I am thoroughly shocked by this incredible opening game to the season. And we are underway for the second half. Incredible. And we are just going to make a substitution early on here. We will bring on James Ibrahim for good. Simply because he has a yellow card. We don't want anything silly to happen. A corner for Burton now. Cleared away from the first attempt, but they get the ball back. Whoa, blocked by Caldbeck. And they get a goal. It is now 4-1 lead for us. We do well to stop the initial corner, but we are not good enough there. I believe Zuma is the one that gets beaten there. It is. Zuma should have done better on that chance, but they get one back. Next substitution, we'll bring on Marley Blair for Carlo Poveda. First game of the season, we want to make sure we keep everyone fit for our next games. And Guteridge almost has a 5th goal, but that one is just out. And final substitution. What should we do? We will sub off William Booth, and we'll put Corin out there at right back. And we are into the final 15 minutes of the game. Still a 4-1 game lead for us, and it is now down 4-2. Off of a free kick, they hit the post and follow up that rebound. Zuma had an opportunity to clear it, and he does a terrible job and passes it right to the oncoming Burton player. Not impressed with Zuma this game at all. And Caldbeck with a free kick there, not challenging the keeper. And I think the game is about to come to an end here. Perhaps we'll get a 5th goal, and we do. James Ibrahim gets a 95th minute goal. Incredible. I thought the game was going to get called here, but ref lets us have one more opportunity. Guteridge spots Ibrahim making that run, and he thunders that one home for our 5th goal of the game. And could we possibly get a 6th goal? Not likely, but their player is about to get sent off here. And he is sent off in the 97th minute. Goodbye, son. And that is where the ref calls for full time. A 5-2 victory is where we end this game. Very poor second half, if we're going to be honest, after that incredible opening half. But we get a very, very impressive 3-goal victory over Burton. And after opening games here, we are currently sitting top of the table with 3 points, thanks to our impressive showing against Burton. Not super sure where we will come back for this next game, but there is a good chance that we will come back for this Milton Keynes game where we take on the franchise. But until next time, it has been your Boyd 147.